Hey there, this is Anmol Shrestha for TechLekh, and today we have a lot of earphones from Remax. So we have 5 earphones from Remax today, and this one goes for like 575 rupees, and this one costs around 2700, and everything else is between these extremes. And I have been using all of these earphones for like a week, and I'm using my OnePlus 3 and Spotify to test these earphones. And today I'm going to tell you how each of these earphones sound. So let's move on.
We'll start with the most affordable one, Remax Crazy Robot RM502. It's an in-ear earphone, it sits perfectly in the air, and I was quite impressed with the sound quality from this earphone. I found that this thing has a better bass and focuses on lows rather than the mids and highs. The bass is quite good and tight, but the mids do not sound as bright. Vocals tend to get overshadowed when there's much happening in the song.
The volume range is pretty nice, but you might find it a little uncomfortable when you're listening through this for a longer period of time. Nonetheless, it's a great set of earphone for Rs 575.
Now this is RM510, the concave and convex design. It comes in this nifty little package and you do get some extra air tips. The best thing about the concave convex design is it fits perfectly in the air, much more comfortable than the RM502, and the sound quality is not bad either. Bass on this thing is quite low even compared to the RM502, as this focuses much more on the mids, so vocals through this earphone sound quite good, but sometimes the vocals will sound diminished due to the highs. Nevertheless, you will be able to listen quite comfortably on these earphones for a long period of time.
Even on the max volume, the highs are bearable and not cringeworthy. The guitar licks on the Let It Be by Beatles sounded pretty nice. So this is a really good earphone, that is, if you're not a bass lover, and the price on this thing is really attractive.
Moving on to the Remax RM303. If you love bass, then this earphone is just made for you. The bass in this thing is absolute bananas. It's a little all over the place and definitely given the most attention, but is thumping nonetheless. Mids in this thing is a little average. Vocals don't really push the song, especially in Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine. The vocals sounded a little backward due to bass and guitar effects.
Highs on this earphone is pretty decent. It's nothing special, but you can listen to the bass heavy sound all day long even in the max volume. And if you're a bass lover, then you should definitely check this earphone out.
At a similar price range, we have the Remax S1 Pro. And this thing is total opposite of the previous one. It sits comfortably in your ears, but the seal is not good enough and the sound isolation is not great either. Due to the same reasons, the bass on this thing is very low. Even on the bass heavy tracks like Alone from Marshmello, the bass will not have enough kick in it. But good thing about this earphone are the mids and highs. Especially you can listen to those high frequency hi-hats in details, but the mids and highs feel a little bit soft. Details are preserved really well in the mids and highs, but it lacks that final punch in the sound. And listening on this for a longer period of time was not that exciting. So for this price range, I would say this is an average earphone. Now we have one of the premium offerings from Remax, the RM580. And this one has dual drivers. One of the drivers handles the highs and mid frequencies, whereas the other driver handles the low frequencies. Straight away, this earphone sits very comfortably in the air. At the driver size is relatively smaller at 6mm, the bass on this thing is on the lower side. But if you can find that perfect fit, then it will sound pretty nice. For me, I use the larger ear tips that provides a better seal than the default ear tips it came with. Now talking about lows, the bass on this thing is not that loud, but listening to this bass line in the song Another One Bites the Dust by Queen felt very pleasing and natural. The mids on this earphone are really good. The vocals really drive the song forward, but it will sound a little softer in some of the songs. For example, in the song Wild Thoughts by Rihanna, the vocals sound really warm and rich, but in the song with lots of effects like Don't Let Me Down by Chainsmokers and 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars, the vocals sound a little bit softer.
The overall feel about the highs is that it felt really nice and really accurate. Listening to the brass instruments in the song Say You Want by Brass Tracks felt really nice and comfortable. You won't feel that harshness even in the max volume. So either way, this is a great pickup for the price tag. So out of all of these earphones, the concave convex, the pinky one, and the pure bass, pure music, this one, and the one with the dual drivers are my favorites. And if you want to pick up these earphones, you can go to Remax showroom that is located in CivilMall. Also, we'll leave the link in the description below. And as always, like the video, share the video, and of course, subscribe. So that's it. Tara, bye bye.
Even on the max volume highs will be better. Till 4 seconds, this is